I had the chance to sit down with Tina Hodgson to talk about her experience at the Ronald McDonald House. Okay, so thank you for coming in. This is great. So to start off, McHappy Day and Ronald McDonald House. So I know that this is something that is very close and personal with you. Do you mind kind of sharing your story with us?
Sure. Back in 2012, I had twins that were premature. So we spent a little bit of time at the Ronald McDonald House. Because they were premature, we had to have them in Red Deer. So the twins spent 8 days in the NICU. So we were at the Ronald McDonald House for not very long, under a week. But it changes everything. Because when you're there, you're already in emotional turmoil. Because your babies are still in the hospital, and I had 3 kids here. So, I was away from my kids, I was away from my babies, and being there, it's like having a second family. They're very, they're all volunteers that are there, and they just treat you like gold. They see you at your worst, they see you at your best, and they're there every step of the way. So,
which is great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
yeah. So basically what you're saying is your experience there, even though with the situation that was going on, it was kind of a really good experience at the Ronald McDonald House with everyone there and the support you got.
Because, you're coming back especially with the babies in the NICU, you're back and forth quite a bit during the day, right, as you're feeding them, coming back, that sort of thing. Absolutely. And it's great. They have volunteer dinners where you don't have to cook. You have your own kitchen space if you do want to cook. You have a craft room if you want to keep busy. They have a library if you just want to stop and think. They've thought of everything, and it just makes the transition way easier. When you're having to go back and forth to the hospital. So I really like to support it through McHappy Day, so I'm a firm advocate for it.
So in your perspective, what do you think about the Ronald McDonald House that is so important for families out there?
I think it's important for people to understand that it exists. I had never even, before we stayed there, really thought about it, or what they did, or what their purpose was. So, they're just a really great support system for parents and for families that are away from home and can't afford to stay at a hotel, don't have family in different cities. So, you have this place where you can go, and it's like being a second home for you at a time that's, not usually great. You stay there because something is wrong, or somebody's sick, or the babies are in the NICU, and so having that support system is great.
Absolutely. So what do you think your experience might have been like if you didn't have the Ronald McDonald House there to kind of help you go through this?
It would have been a lot more chaotic. I know when they told me I had to deliver in Red Deer, so many thoughts. I'm going, where are we going to, what if the babies don't come home? Where are we going to stay? What are we going to do? Are we going to have to get a hotel? Can we afford a hotel? Then what happens? How long are we going to have to stay there? What do I do with my kids that are back home, And so all these thoughts go through your head, and when you're there, you just don't have to think about any of it, because even when my kids came to visit from Drum, they had a space, they could stay with us and that sort of thing. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
So, in your eyes, why is it so important for everyone, not just on McHappy Day, to support the Ronald McDonald charity?
I just think you just never know. You never know when you're going to need that service. You never know if it's going to be you, if it's going to be a family member, if it's going to be someone that desperately needs that connection, needs that service available. So why not support? It's easy to support, so why not support it?
Absolutely.
Right?
On May 3rd, $1 from every Big Mac, hot McCafe beverage, and Happy Meal will go towards the Ronald McDonald House charity.